Welcome back to The Perspective. We're still talking to Alex Pollack from Honeywell. 40 years of presence in Indonesia. You mentioned about, for instance, BBM. You've worked a long time with Pertamina, but for 40 years, I'm sure that's not the only business focus right here you have in Indonesia. You're doing a lot of other technological advanced manufacturing here in Indonesia as well.
Sure. So, our relationship with Pertamina has been great. We're actually now working on the expansion of their refinery. So that relationship and that business continues to grow here in Indonesia. But we're doing even some more very exciting things here in Indonesia. A lot of people look at Indonesia as a place where there's not high technology and things like that. And I just point blank want to tell them they're wrong. Here in Indonesia, in Bintan, we have an aerospace facility. We make some of the highest technology equipment that go into some of the biggest planes in the world. We make transponders, we make early ground proximity warning systems, we make voice recorders, we make communications equipment. Now these devices are not low tech. They go into the 777, 737, A320, A330, and we're made in Indonesia. Now you imagine from Bintan, made with Indonesian hands, these are shipped to Boeing in Seattle, shipped to Toulouse, to Airbus, and go into some of the greatest planes in the world. So
this manufacturing in Indonesia, but for
the world.
Supply for the world.
Yeah.
So what about the skills that you're hiring in Bintan? What's the ratio between foreign or local skills that you hired for in manufacturing these products?
The majority of people that work in the Bintan facility and throughout Indonesia, we're about 98% Indonesian.
Wow.
So it's I'm a hybrid because I've been here so long. So but we're about 98% localized staff, and really wherever we are, we're able to find the staff really that we need to meet our manufacturing needs. As I say, some of these products are very high tech, but what we do is we bring in the people that have some skills already, and then we upgrade their skills either through training or sending them to the United States, and then coming back here to not only learn about the skills but also to teach others.
Just going off course for a bit, do you think the transfer of knowledge has been very smooth so far from to the Indonesian skilled laborers?
As far as Honeywell? We're a big investor, in people. So if you invest in your people, of course, the technology is going to be transferred to the capabilities of the companies locally here. And also what happens is that technology now, you also have to spread it to your subcontractors and the people who supply to you. A good example of it is we have a product called Spectra Gold, which is a fiber that gets turned into a cloth that is bulletproof.
Okay.
And it's much stronger than any of the stuff other people have. You can actually get it wet and it's still bulletproof. And so we brought that product to Indonesia about 2 years ago. And now Kopassus and the anti-terror group and other people that are leaders in this country, I can't say who, wear this bulletproof vest in Indonesia. And that's now being made by Indonesian hands also.
Okay. Does this also go outside of Indonesia?
For now it's focused. For now it's for Indonesia. The market here is large enough.
Okay. Now, what are you doing to strengthen do you have any plans in communicating your products, your branding? What are you doing to strengthen your branding in Indonesia or the region for fact?
Right. Honeywell is such a diverse group. Everybody knows about our thermostat for many years. But it's really just now in the last couple of years where people are realizing how much Honeywell can really do. So what we've been trying to do is get our name out that, hey, if you got a problem, come to us.
Honeywell.
We're the solutions guys. So, if Mr. Jokowi wants to talk about how to recoup a lot of this subsidy that's been cut and how to make automobiles and trucks more cost effective and more energy efficient. Perform better, we're ready. If we want to work, if Pertamina wants to know really how to expand their refineries, we're ready. If PLM wants to know how to make cleaner energy at a lower cost, we're ready. We're ready to answer those types of problems that we face every day here in Indonesia.
Because your products, your services are so diversified. Like you mentioned, you focus on aerospace in Indonesia, but surely you would like to expand on other industries or other sectors as well. What has been the challenge in expanding your business in Indonesia?
Really, the challenge is really finding enough people that have the capabilities really that we're looking for. It's a tough market out there people-wise, but I think we've put together a great team over the last couple of years and continue to seek more people. The second part is really in Indonesia here, really getting the word out more and more, and then really the biggest need really is as we've been facing over the last couple of years, just the wait and see that's gone on through this year is now past. So now we just continue to focus forward, really. So about the election being over and things like that.
Now, with the new administration, it seems to be taking flight. There are many policies that will be coming ahead in the future to just make infrastructure manufacturing to grow, to thrive in Indonesia. What do you reckon the government the new administration should prepare for itself? You know, AEC is coming, which means it opens up to a larger market of services, products, and goods. How can Indonesia leverage on this current situation at the moment?
Right. The biggest thing they need to do right now is to leverage to level the playing field.
Yeah.
You know, right now we're at a disadvantage to some of our neighbors here from Indonesia. They have higher technology, they have lower energy cost, and that's one thing that has to be leveled before we can be able to compete not only in Southeast Asia but around the world. And one of the things that really we're trying to get the word out most of all is about the government has to go out and create new legislation about really fuel economy for cars and for trucks. Why do I say that? The average Kijang gets about 7 kilometers per liter. In the United States, or it would be about almost double that for a similar car, and in Europe, probably 3 times that. Now, this is not doubling the price of the car or tripling the price of the car. This is just about putting the technology that's available right now out on the market and applying it to the cars that are here. Now, the problem is no one's going to apply that technology unless we say that in 2016, all cars have got to meet 10 kilometers per liter. And in 2020, cars have got to meet 14 kilometers per liter. If the legislation comes in place, well, of course, we're going to use less fuel, pollution will be less, and the biggest thing is that most companies, most businesses complain about is the cost of transportation in Indonesia is some of the highest in the world.
Yeah.
Imagine if we can reduce that by anywhere from 20 to 40%.
Yeah.
That would be great for Indonesia.
Increase mobility across the archipelago as well. More importantly, here in Indonesia.
Not only increase, of course, the infrastructure is another issue, but being able to do that to basically transport at a lower cost, that's one of the biggest things.
One of the biggest issues.
Yep.
Now, we'll get back to one of the most important aspect of Honeywell, which is the human being with Honeywell and surrounding Honeywell right after the break.
Thank you.